If I'm about to plan in my planners for January for 2024 for the very first time, then I would think that would mean that it is officially planner move-in time. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to somewhat of a planner vlog, but mainly a plan with me. I don't really have any clue about how this video will go, but what I do know is that I do need to plan for January in both my personal planner and my work planner. However, I have not touched either planners in really since I designed the digital planner myself back in probably November, and then I think I maybe even got my physical planner in the mail at the end of November too, possibly December, but I think it was November. So basically I haven't touched either planner or done anything to kind of get ready for moving into either planner. So we're going to be doing those things today. So again, kind of like a planner vlog slash planner move in slash plan with me for the month of January and for the year of 2024. So if that is of interest to you, then please keep watching. Let me show you what all I have here before we dive in. So I organized this on camera. By the way, I reset my camera settings, so I think that moving forward in 2024, we should not see any blurred content and just, I don't know, I was having a time with both of my cameras, this camera and my vlog camera, for the last probably 2 months, and it was highly frustrating because I'm not quite a tech savvy person. In fact, whenever I got this camera, I went and I found this video of somebody sharing the perfect settings, and so in resetting it, I don't have those perfect settings anymore. I don't know, but all I know is that I'm here now, and I did film this video where I organized, I did a planner vlog, and in that video I organized all of my planner content that I'm planning to use for 2024. This is kind of like a makeup organizer that I got from Amazon, and so at the top here I have like some stickers and things which we might dive into today. My battery's going dead, but I knew it was going to go dead, so I'm not gonna have an emotional breakdown because I knew it was going dead before we started this. And the bottom is basically, I think, a bunch of like pens and stuff. So basically pens, highlighters, sticky notes, things that I plan to reference as I am planning in this planner in particular. So that is one thing that I have here. I also have this, which I got for free at this planner meetup, and it's from MissMartyPantsCreations.com. So head on over to that site if you enjoy what you're seeing, because she does make a bunch of other things as well. So inside of here I have just basically some of my favorites from this selection. I put them in here. So I have some highlighters and sticky notes and things like that. So this is going to be something that I carry with me while this is going to stay at home. And anytime I go to a planner meetup or I'm planning at home and I want to use any of those things, I will grab it, because I am on a mission to basically condense, minus my sticker books, and some of the bigger things like my planner covers and folios for my ring bound planners and stuff like that. I plan to actually only have this as my planner supplies, because I'm not that far away from only being into this, minus of course those sticker books and those folios. Otherwise I think I could easily fit everything in here. I've just never had tons and tons of things minus those sticker books and those covers. So that's going to be with me. And then I have here my physical planner, which is this Hemlock and Oak planner. She is a beauty. This pen came from Hemlock and Oak, and then this what are we calling this? A band came from the Martha Stewart line, which can be found at Staples. So as you can see, I have not done anything with this planner. I'm not planning to do a ton anyway, but as I'm preparing to go back to work, I do kind of want to plan out a little bit for January and see what I can get written in here for January. And I don't know, I just flipped it open and unboxed it, and that was pretty much the end of it. Now for my personal planner, I have this case here that I got from Amazon, and this is also from Amazon, but I use it for reading and for grasping and holding my planner or my iPad better. This is an iPad Mini 6. This is a second generation Apple Pencil with the OEM tip. You know, I am down for moving my removing tips and putting on new ones, but that one is the one that came with it. So if we go into here, we have my 2023 planner right there, and we have to go into random, I think, in 2024 planners to find what is my 2024 planner. This was a pre-planner that I used from the Dash Planner. It was free, and I did work through this online. So if you want to see that, then head on over to that video. And then this is also a free monthly planner from the Dash Planner. So I may use that. I can make my own planner, so it's not that serious, I guess, anymore. And then this is my 2024 planner. So I guess the first thing that we need to do is move it to the home screen. So we're going to move it to documents, because eventually we'll get rid of the 2023 planner and put it in and archive it in here. This is like my archive. And so there it is. And let's see, I don't like for the lines for there to be two, come on. I just said we shouldn't have issues. I don't like for there to be two lines. So I think what I'm just going to change this to is 2024 planner. So then it'll just be on one line. That's a weird thing, but it's a thing. Okay, so if we go into it, I guess we can close out that. This is the cover that I made. Let's close that. That's the cover that I made. That is the index. And then, yeah, I haven't done anything with this planner. So that's what we need to do today. I guess we'll start out with my digital planner. Let's go get set up somewhere so we can plan, because me sitting here on this bed isn't going to work. Of course, the first thing that we have to do is get our music right. So I'm in Amazon Music looking for some music that I want to hear, and I am putting on my noise canceling headphones, which I absolutely love. Obviously, they're not some fancy pair or whatever that costs hundreds of dollars. These were like $50 on Amazon, but I have been loving using them, and I highly recommend them. I think they're called the Sound Core, and I'm pretty sure they are linked in my Amazon storefront, but really love those. I'm going in with some of these stickers from this Paper and Roses sticker sheet. I am subscribed to a bunch of digital planner companies' newsletters, and so for which case I get email notifications all the time about free stickers and free sticker sheets, sticker books, free digital planners, bunches and bunches of free stuff. So I encourage you to do the same if you are looking into getting into digital planning, or if you're already in digital planning or already doing digital planning, so that you can get some stuff for free. You don't have to buy everything. In fact, I haven't bought anything in a while. I think I spent maybe $4 on a sticker set from Good Notes this year, in 2023. I'm planning for 2024 right now. So in my head, I'm in 2024, but in 2023. So I spent very little money at all, and I urge you to do the same. So I'm going in first with marking my winter break. I do have a few days off at the top part of January, a few more days off, my husband and I both, since we both work in public education. And so I'm marking that starting with the 1st, and I think ending technically on the 3rd. And then I think the 3rd is a teacher work day. So I'm assuming I'll have to go to work for that. I work the teacher schedule, but I'm not a teacher, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'll have to do. And I'm changing the winter break to green, because I think that it is most appropriate and that it matches. Also, I want to share with you guys, first of all, I don't know why this green caught my eye for January, but it very well did. I just really liked that sticker sheet and the color scheme. But one thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is I'm actually planning to do a good bit of writing, not only for January or in this video, but in general. I find that that's kind of like the whole purpose of having the digital planner, the iPad, and the stylus. But sometimes I just get in these habits where I don't care to actually write, and I will use the text tool, and instead of writing, I'll use that. But I think that in 2024 especially, I plan to do a good bit of writing. So obviously the 1st is New Year's, and we'll probably be going to the club on New Year's Eve and bringing in the new year at the club. Who knows with us? We're just chaotic that way. And then on the 2nd, I actually have a couple of meetings with the financial social workers. I am a financial social worker, and I collaborate with them a good bit for different things. And so we do have a few meetings on the 2nd, which before I scheduled that we were just trying to figure out what date worked for everyone. And I was like, well, we can do this day or that day because I'm off work. And so what happens is, even though I have a winter break or a summer break or a spring break or a fall break, and you would think I wouldn't have that much to do, I oftentimes find myself having a lot to do because I will procrastinate things and do with the intention of doing those on the break, or I will tell people that I'm available during the break for different things. And so then my break just gets filled up with a bunch of stuff. On the 8th, I have, let's go back to the 6th. One of my older work friends, who's still a friend, I don't know what she's turning, 50 something, but she's having a birthday party. And so we're going to go to that, me and my husband, and also our cousin is invited too. So we're all going to go to that on the 6th. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't think I've been to a birthday party for real for an adult in a while. And then on the 8th, I have what is supposed to be another meeting with the financial social workers, but that meeting may not take place. And then I think that was the 11th where there's going to be a webinar, which I can get a CEU. So I'm going to definitely participate in that. So I can get a CEU because I have to submit my licensure during even years. And so, or renew my license during even years. And so obviously 2024 will be the year that I have to renew my social work license, and I need to make sure I have all of my CEUs so I can be able to do that. I am highlighting with this color that I color matched to the stickers on the page. It's like a lighter kind of beigey color, but then I realized later on that color doesn't even really show up for real. So you'll see later that I go back and I change the color and I find a color that's a little bit darker, and that shows up a little bit better. In January, we have to give our dog her monthly heartworm meds, of course, and I am going to a D-Stash bash. So you may not believe this, but I actually don't have a whole ton of planner supplies minus my sticker books and my folios for my ring-bound planners and string-bound planners. And I have a few other covers too for those types of planners. Minus those items, I actually don't have a lot of planner supplies, but I'm going to this D-Stash event, and my hope is to D-Stash literally every single thing that I don't need. I already have a pile or a stash that's already going, so I'm hoping to basically D-Stash everything so that when I go to this D-Stash bash, I can give them, share with them every single thing that I have and don't need. I have moved on now to the monthly dashboard page, and on that page, what I'm doing is basically just writing down monthly to-dos. There are some monthly to-dos that are recurring that take place every month that I just pull over from month to month. But then, as I am oftentimes filling out my personal planner and planning for the month, I also think of different tasks and to-dos that I need to complete. And so I'll go ahead and write those in as well, since that's just the time that they're popping up, which is a planner tip that I have. For me, I don't need to go writing this information elsewhere. If I'm looking at my planner spread and a to-do pops up, then I'm just going to go ahead and jot it down at that very moment, instead of trying to wait to write it on a sticky note and transfer it to this place or that place, or just trying to put it in a location where it needs to be. I'll go ahead and write it down and then worry about that at a later date. The last thing that I did was I added my goals for January, some of the ones that are again recurring and some of the ones that are actually new. And then now we are going to work on some professional planning in my work planner. And this is really exciting and an interesting segment to this video. So this is my 2024 Hemlock and Oak daily planner, and I'm going in and I'm writing in some of the recurring to-dos. Now, remember that I haven't been at work for like a week and a half, and I have another 4 or 5 days to go before I have to return to work. So I'm trying to actually plan and prep for what life is going to be back like when I get back. On top of that, the kids, the semester ends and the kids' schedules will change, which means that my schedule will change as well. So I'm trying to prepare for going back to work and for January because it is going to be hectic. One thing that I decided that I would not be doing is writing in any of the meetings that are scheduled right now for January. That is because the meetings change so frequently that I probably would go ahead and write them into the actual planner if we weren't going to be coming back from a long break. But I just feel like since we're coming back from a long break and I'm not quite sure, I'm just not confident that the dates will change. And so I just decided I'd just go ahead and put those on a sticky note. Now here's the catch. The catch is I haven't decided. I may actually only use sticky notes for those meetings because they change so much. Or maybe I won't. I mean, these meetings change. I mean, it can change like 5 times. It's actually quite problematic. So I don't know. We'll have to see if I'm going to actually write them in and just obviously scratch through them if they're rescheduled or not. But I took one of those sheets, one of those kind of like weekly tasks or weekly scheduling sticky notes from Hemlock and Oak, and I'm going to write in my ideal work schedule. And then I went ahead too and wrote in some of the to-dos that I'm planning to get to whenever I get back from break. And then the last thing that I did was I took one of those dot markers and I just added a little color to the page. Now we're working on my 2024 vision board. I, of course, want to become a pant suit girly. So I'm adding in this pant suit girl, which is cool that it popped up like on the first page and I didn't have to go searching through a bunch of pages to find something that I liked. And this is actually my 2023 vision board. And I'm just going to tweak it because honestly, it's an accurate depiction of what I want for 2024. I want to prioritize money and saving, and I want to prioritize organization and planning, and I want to prioritize hopefully getting my 100K plaque in 2024 and reading and working out and taking care of our home and upgrading a few things in our home. So I thought, actually, I might as well just use the same vision board and just tweak a few things and get rid of, that other digital planner was an iPad that was older. So I went ahead and got this image here to kind of update it, if you will. And now I'm going to go in and write on the vision board and just add a little personal touches to it. I started off by trying to, I guess I wanted to use those asterisks and that was not working out. So I used the little sparkle thing. I don't know what that is, but it's a pretty popular little thing that people use when it comes to writing and planning and stuff like that. So I'm basically just adding some little touches to the digital planner, to the vision board, and making it more personal, which is, for those people who vision board a lot, a tip that they actually recommend is just going in and writing in it to make it more personal, which makes sense because otherwise it's typically just a bunch of pictures and typically pictures of other people. And so it makes the most sense to kind of add some little touches by writing on the vision board. And then I'm already a social worker, obviously, and I was looking for something to kind of mark that I wanted to finally take and pass my clinical exam, but I couldn't really find anything and it was getting on my nerves. So I just brought in social worker, and then I'm going to write in under it, pass clinical exam, just to make it more personal. Because otherwise, not that it matters because it's my planner, but otherwise it kind of reads like I want to become a social worker or something when in fact I'm already a social worker. So that was my January planning and of course my 2024 vision boarding. I have planned all that I can plan. I feel like I'm pretty much ready for the new year. I got some stuff planned in my work planner and I got some stuff planned in my personal planner, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'll probably continue to work in both planners and add things and tweak things, but I also very well may not because I don't really know that I need to do any more than what I've already done. I feel like I have a good solid foundation as I'm going into January. Of course, I do use Notion for some stuff, so if anything, I probably need to work in Notion. So that is going to be it for this video. Lighting is terrible. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a like. Subscribe if you're new and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye, guys.